Look, most USB triggers, they're one-trick ponies. You've got your USB-C input, maybe a fixed output, and if you're really lucky, a tiny button that cycles through voltages. But if you're actually building stuff, repairing gear, or just need reliable power on the go, those basic sticks, yeah, they're not gonna cut it. So this is the PQ31, Power Delivery 3.1, supports everything PD, QC, AFC, FCP, and it goes all the way up to 28 volts. Oh, and it looks like a purple ninja star instead of a dongle. Today we're finding out if this thing actually deserves a spot in your EDC or if it's just over-engineered hype. Let's get into it. All right, packaging, it's literally just an anti-static Ziploc bag. No fancy box, no fluff. Straight to the hardware. I actually respect that. First impression, that purple PCB is bold. It's this cross-shaped layout with 4 ports around the edges, and the build quality is legit. Way beefier than I expected. You can see the outputs have extra solder reinforcement here, and check this out. The USB-A input actually has a 5th pin for extended fast charging protocol support. That's a nice touch. Center, you've got a 3-digit LED display and 3 tactile buttons. Mode, up, down, simple. Clicky. Feels like it was designed to survive an actual workbench and not just sit pretty on a desk. Under the hood, this is running full Power Delivery 3.1. Depending on what you're plugging into, you can pull anything from standard 5 volts all the way up to 28 volts. That's kind of insane. But here's the real party trick, I/O flexibility. You can power this thing with USB-C or USB-A. Got an old quick charge power bank lying around? Turn it into a 12-volt DC source. Need to test a PD 3.1 laptop brick? Done. It just works. Now, quick heads up for anyone chasing that max voltage. You'll only hit 28 volts when you're using the Type-C path. Physics still applies here, folks. The UI takes a second to get used to. When you switch modes, it shows your target voltage. Then after it locks in, it flips to real-time current draw in amps. It's actually a clever way to squeeze more info onto a tiny screen without adding extra displays. Accuracy? It's not a $500 fluke meter, but honestly, it's pretty damn close. In my testing, voltage and current readings stayed within about 0.2 of my reference gear. The handshake is a bit slower than those cheap stick triggers. Takes about 3 to 4 seconds to negotiate. But once it connects, it's rock solid. No dropouts, no weirdness. Heat management is where this cross design actually earns its keep because the components aren't crammed into a plastic tube. Airflow is way better. I ran this thing under load for an hour straight, only hit about 41 degrees Celsius. That's around 106 Fahrenheit. Compare that to some stick triggers that'll push 55 degrees Celsius. That's 131 Fahrenheit. And you're looking at way better long-term reliability. Heat kills electronics, so this matters. So, real talk, is the PQ31 for everybody? Probably not. It's bigger than your standard trigger, and yeah, you're paying a bit more for all this extra engineering. But if you're someone who repairs electronics for a living, if you're into radio stuff, if you're just tired of carrying 5 different adapters in your bag, this is basically the final evolution of the PD trigger. It handles almost any cable combo you throw at it, and it doesn't choke when you actually push it hard. It's versatile, it's reliable, and hey, it's purple. What's not to love? I've got full specs and links in the description if you want to grab one. If this video helped you out, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive, and drop a comment below. Should I do a full stress test at that max 28 volt limit? Catch you in the next one.